mountain of yards, and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team's starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a first-round pick, so there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 18 carries, 76 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, check. Hey, kill.
Again, it's Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
A good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Short throw here to tight end Bates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for this. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. The Giants at 6-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
63 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early, and, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Giant defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go. Go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw is Brissett. Caught out left side by Robinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and that is incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. Their goal.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 30. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Number 6.
Off play action. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now it's Crowder.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Robinson up the middle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Play fake, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Brissett throw complete there to Thomas.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
Pretty move. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Brissett's throw complete to Dotson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. On play action, Brissett.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Boy, with a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10.
Throwing Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Crowder now to return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Brissett.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the right sideline. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10.
That one is slant to McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they get big smiles on their faces. He's handed out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Jones. And this is incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Gun. Hey.
Now Brissett to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Okay, here we go. 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And with that pick six a moment ago, they surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here. Brand new ball game. 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is going to be Shepard on the end around. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Off the play fake. Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling flash?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gun. Go.
Brissett sets to throw it. He throws it and hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brissett now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get this out past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense on third down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action, Jones. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Dances by him, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Up the middle with Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Gano's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
First down, Brissett. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Good yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Deonte Banks there on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
19, set.
To throw, Brissett. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Second down, here's Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
So here we go now with Hal and the Commanders.
Down 20-17. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 19.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here's Brissett.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Here's Robinson.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Okay, here we go.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Jones.
Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones.
And that's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
You need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Evades the tackler. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Down the left sideline.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away, you expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Hey, kill, 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 kill. Hey, kill, kill. Gun. Hey, check. Hey, kill, kill.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.